Welcome, friends, to another MD video blog for RSU Radio. I'm Jeff, the music director here at the radio station, and with these blogs, we of course always like to talk about some new music that's been thrown into rotation here at the station. So first up, I want to talk about 4 singles that we've received in the last few weeks. 2 of them, the next 2 I'll discuss, were featured on Fresh Fridays 2 weeks ago, so they are already spinning here at the station. The first one is Nahco and Medicine for the People. They released a single called San Quentin, and Nahco and Medicine for the People will be performing at Backwoods Music Festival in September. So if you're attending that festival in Stroud, Oklahoma, you'll be able to check them out. They are one of the headliners. With their latest single, it is called San Quentin, and there's an interesting story behind this. Apparently, Nahco, the frontman for the group, his father was murdered in his youth, and the song San Quentin is based around his trip to San Quentin prison to confront and forgive the murderer of his father. So really interesting story behind that track. Next up we have, let me check here, of course, the Avett Brothers. They have a brand new single that once again has been featured on Fresh Fridays already, so that one is currently spinning in heavy rotation. It is called Aint No Man, and again, all the music of course you can check out down below in the links. Next up we have a single from Band of Horses, the indie rock group. They have a brand new single called Casual Party. Awesome track. It is going to kick off Fresh Fridays today, Friday, from 5 to 6 p.m. Also, we have one of my favorite musicians, Hani El-Khatib. He is a fairly well-known blues rock musician, and he just released a pair of singles. The one that we are really digging is called Gonna Die Alone. That, again, will also be featured tonight on Fresh Fridays, and that one will receive heavy spins here at RSU Radio. Islands are an indie alternative rock group who formed in the mid-2000s in Canada. They're quite popular, and on May 13th, they are releasing their 6th and 7th full-length albums. That's right, on May 13th, they're releasing 2 full-length albums. The first one is called Should I Remain Here at Sea, and the second is called Taste. Both are excellent indie rock albums, and both have a very different sound to them. So we did grab a few tracks from each album, and they have been thrown into rotation. And Islands will be featured tonight on Fresh Fridays, as will the rest of the music that we discussed today. Last week, we finally got in the album that I have been yearning for all year long. From King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, the Australian psychedelic rock group just released their latest album called Nonagon Infinity. It is fast-paced. It really rocks. Definitely one of my favorite albums, if not my favorite album of the year, is from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with their latest Nonagon Infinity. Another album we're loving that we got in a couple weeks ago come from a American punk rock group based out of Atlanta, Georgia. That is the Coathangers. They just released their latest album. It is called Nosebleed Weekend. Great album. We're spinning a few tracks in heavy rotation, so you'll definitely be hearing the Coathangers on RSU Radio in the coming weeks. Andy Schaaf is a Canadian singer-songwriter. We spun his latest album, which was about a year and a half ago, pretty heavy here at RSU Radio, and just this week we found out that he does have a new album called The Party due out in May, and he has released a couple of singles from that album that we are really digging and are spinning here at the station. That's Andy Schaaf with a couple of tracks off his upcoming album, The Party. And finally, my friends, Sturgill Simpson has returned with a stellar album. It is called A Sailor's Guide to Earth. Sturgill Simpson, of course, has become extremely popular in recent years for his very alternative country sound, and that sound is apparent on the album. However, there is plenty of alternative rock on his latest album as well. In particular, we are really liking a cover, In Bloom, of the very well-known Nirvana song that Sturgill recorded. Great track. We're not spinning it here at the station. I will post it down below so you can check it out. I'll also post down below another track that we are actually spinning here at the station, so you can check that out as well. That is Sturgill Simpson with his latest album, A Sailor's Guide to Earth. Everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Music Director video blog. We, of course, have tons of giveaways we're doing over the air and via social media, so definitely stay tuned. Keep up with the station. Plenty of tickets to give away for Kane's Ballroom. We will also be giving away Backwoods Music Festival tickets this summer, so if you're interested in attending that event in Stroud, again, stay tuned, and you will have a chance to win tickets to that event. Additionally, tune in for Fresh Fridays tonight, 5 to 6 p.m., every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m., to hear nothing but brand new music to the RSU Radio airwaves, as well as my new show, Underground Airwaves, which plays garage rock, psych rock, and louder rock every Saturday from 6 to 7 p.m. Thanks again, everyone. I'll be back soon to update you on new music.